annual pig roast. The main thing is appreciate our veterans and stuff. Our free country.
Yeah, for real.
But the other is to kind of share the abundance, you know. In sharing the abundance when the economy's garbage, that's pretty special.
Today we are at Mid Hill Homestead, where David is getting ready for Mid Hill's annual Veterans Day Hog Roast. We'll be going behind the scenes to see the hard work and the long nights that lead up to the gathering of veterans, friends, and family in a true blessing of abundance.
Figure it out.
It's like I just mentioned to you earlier, I wish I had a farm big enough where we could turn this into a Veterans Day Woodstock.
Yeah.
We could just have thousands of people roll in.
Be amazing.
Be blessed.
Yeah. Have rows of hogs.
That's
cooked,
right,
you know?
yeah.
Hogs and turkeys.
We have to hire some help because this is a lot of work.
It is, and that's what we'll show some footage here about. You know, some of the things is obviously we're not going to have it all in there because we've been prepping for this. I mean, you've been prepping for this for a while, and then we've been trying to just help out where we can here. But you'll see from the cutting the trees, to the splitting the wood, to prepping the cook, prepping the hog. Like it is, and getting the place ready for people to come out and
make the place presentable.
Yeah. Yeah, how's that look? Right in there. There you go. All right.
I'm done with this. It's pretty wood.
You got any good stuff?
What's that?
Any good video pictures?
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be a fun one.
For the video, this is the laziest thing I've done all day.
That's the one part I got is just sitting there with the file.
You should. Yeah, did you get him with the file like this?
All right, today we're here with at Mid Hill Homestead. We're doing our annual pig roast. I guess second annual, but hey, it's
That's
annual
right.
pig roast. So, what? I guess we'll start off with like what? How'd you get started in the whole farming stuff, and then went from whatever you started out to what you have now?
Yeah, pretty much just wanting better food. And the property I had didn't really suit my goals, so found this place. It's a little 20-acre farm. It's got like 5 acres of farmable, or not crop farmable, but animal farmable land. And started out a few chickens, and it's grown into quite a bit more.
What? I think Curtis introduced me to you probably 2 years ago now.
That's right. Yeah.
And I think back 2 years ago, I think you were doing like 120, 200 chickens a year, maybe.
Yeah.
And then the next year, you were doing 300 or 400.
Yes.
And feeding, I don't know if it was like your family or feeding basically people.
Several families.
Coming out and buying basically farm raised, pasture raised chicken from you.
We try to keep everything, all our grain, non-GMO, and feeding the animals off the ground as much as we can.
And what I know, we had talked about it before, but you had, man, this is a pretty, I don't know what it was before, but it's a pretty forested area. You got a lot of land now that you're able to run some cow on. Talk a little bit about how the land was when you got here compared to what you're actually seeing now.
Yeah, so it was pretty much briar thicket, and it had a bunch of trees the size of my arm, and just everywhere. It had like 7 years of growth, just where it had grew back up, and I just had to start carving my way back. But the ground was so depleted, it was just pretty much red clay, and so I've been using my cows and my chickens to kind of bring the ground back. I had to learn the hard way and do a lot of research, watch a bunch of videos, but I've kind of took bits and pieces from different YouTubers and kind of created my own thing. But I was throwing like $200-300 worth of seed down and a bunch of fertilizer every year, and it was just a never-ending cycle until I started letting the animals fix it.
Yeah.
And now I don't have to seed. I got way more than I need.
Letting your animals graze and moving them, and then letting the ground rest a bit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Basically letting them fertilize your land. Right?
Do it natural.
Yeah. And then I think we also talked about how before about how you're different. Letting your animals actually graze on your land properly, and not you destroying your land by letting them sit for too long or whatnot.
Yeah.
Actually got rid of some of the weeds and then made your grass better.
Yes. So grazing down too low will definitely let the weeds come in hot, heavy. So the thicker, the deeper the roots of the grass, and the thicker the grass gets, like the less weeds you have. And the weeds I do have are, that's good forage for cows too. So
what so right now, what'd you say? You probably have you have 2 cows?
I have 2.
One's for processing this year.
Yep.
The other
And
one will be.
I've got a 1-year-old steer, and then we'll buy another steer this spring. And just continue the cycle.
You have talked about chickens a bit, but you also have pigs. How many pigs do you think you have right now?
So I'm running my pigs on about, we'll say 3 acres of forest, and I just lightly supplement with grain. I buy a non-GMO grain that's like got a lot of minerals and stuff. I do that basically for vitamins and stuff. They may not even need it, but they're eating hickory nuts and stuff on this 3 acres of woods. So I run about 13 hogs on that 3 acres. I hadn't started rotating those yet, but ultimately that's my goal. Is I'm going to start like overseeding with like turnips and stuff a little bit. And I've got some ideas about maybe planting some fruit trees and, you know, protect them with fence, of course, because the pigs will kill them. But eventually the fruit will fall off. And I'm going to try to like plant stuff that'll just continuously be feeding the pigs naturally, and then I won't have to feed grain at all.
Do you think with which we didn't even talk about the brooding chickens, but you got brooding chickens, you got the chickens you put out in the chicken tractors, you got the pigs, you get the cows, and then if you do any side hunting, how much meat do you think you actually have to buy from the store, or is it all just farm raised or hunted?
It's pretty much all 100%. We've got everything except fish, and I've been doing a little trading. We've got people that fish a lot, so I'll trade some pork or chicken for some fish. But it's kind of funny. You'll have an abundance of steak and chicken and pork, and you crave fish.
That brings up another thing too. Is you got kind of I mean, you're out here in the country, obviously, but we talked about kind of bartering a little bit. And there's a large Amish population kind of in the area.
Yes.
Do you do a whole lot of bartering of different things? Of, you know, like, hey, you got all this pork, or I got all these eggs, or whatever, and you able to barter in?
Oh yeah.
We like it up here.
Not as much as I would, you know, because I've always got abundance of meat.
Huh?
But it's absolute currency.
Yeah. It's one of those things that if you get a good community, right, and you kind of know your neighbors and you know people around, then,
You catch it?
you know, now, granted, you know, you have more skills than I even know about, but masonry, carpentry, welding, metal, you know, pretty much all kinds of stuff. But if you ever needed someone to, you know, blacksmith something for you or whatnot, it'd be easy to say, hey, you know, I got a quarter pig here, but I really need, you know, this made or whatever.
Yep.
Be able to swap it out. And, you know, in times whenever Curtis is blacksmithing.
Yeah.
But, you know, especially in times where, one, it just helps build a community.
Yeah.
People come together a lot more whenever, I think you're kind of doing that. You're sharing your abundance, and they're providing their abundance or skills.
Yes.
And it's better than throwing stuff away. Or
Yeah, that's a big part of our annual pig roast. The main thing is appreciate our veterans and stuff. Our free country.
yeah, for real. That's
But the other is to kind of share the abundance, you know. And sharing the abundance when the economy's garbage, that's pretty special.
yeah. That's
And I have plans. I've got a great big freezer full of pork and stuff. So at the end, when everybody starts leaving the pig roast, I plan on letting everybody just go empty that freezer and it's finished product.
that's
And because I've got December, January, I'll start butchering the pigs again. So I've got to have room to fill it up. So we're just going to share our abundance.
that's amazing. A lot of people may come out and not really see how truly, you know, blessed each and every one of us truly are. But to come out here, see what you're doing with the land, see what you're doing with the animals, how you're raising them, the actual nutrients that you're actually going to be putting into your body from this, and then, like you're saying, to have enough abundance than just, you know, basically giving away the stuff or whatever it may be, it's you know, it's truly a blessing. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, we're glad to be able to do it. When I was a kid, you know, we had an older farm couple that lived down the road, and they would bring the whole community in, have this big old cookout for the 4th of July, and always really looked up to those people. And nobody really does it today, so it's like, you know, I've got it. I'm stepping up. We're going to start doing this thing.
Yeah, it makes me kind of think about, you know, you're talking about people in your area and stuff. You know, I live in a more like a town area, and, you know, I have people 300 feet away, 200 feet away, 80 feet away. And I don't know any of their names, right? And you're out here when you're, I mean, you got some people who live close, but you know, some of these people who are going to be coming to your cookout, I mean, they may not even live in the state.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're coming out. And
yeah, I've got a couple from upstate New York rolling in.
That's fantastic. Because we didn't mention that you had turkeys, but you started turkeys this year as well.
Yeah. I think you kind of give me the spark on that. You brought a couple over. And you were saying that it didn't really take that much more feed. We're running them on the chicken tractors, and it really don't. Like, and you get way more meat for the.
You do.
And the grass-fed turkeys are a lot better.
Pretty tasty.
Yeah, we savored that one.
that's what another. You know, I don't want to spot out all these different blessings we have and whatnot, because you know you need to keep some of those blessings to yourselves and let you and God deal with those blessings and not expound them. But once again, you know, I had a buddy give me a bunch of chickens, and I didn't really want them, but I didn't want them to just get rid of them. I took them to butcher them, and even with the turkeys now, I didn't necessarily want them to raise them for food. I wanted some pet turkeys, but I ended up getting some extra white turkeys that were just meat turkeys. Mm-hmm. So we brought them over, and you know, not only is it a lot more convenient to just butcher them here because you have all the setup for them, but you know, I didn't necessarily want the turkeys. I'm not a big turkey eater, so you know, I was going to let you have them. But then, whenever I'm leaving, you know, you're giving me pounds and pounds and pounds of food to take back with me. It's, you know, I thought I was going to, you know, be giving you a blessing. You ended up giving me double the blessing. And it was just amazing to see, you know, how good a heart you have.
Yeah.
It's really appreciated. And I thank, you know, Curtis for introducing me to you. And he's a good man. And it's can't wait to see where this, you know, where this goes, where everything comes out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish y'all were closer.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we can.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know what this thing's for?
No.
What do you mean you don't know? What are we going to do with this?
We'll put a pig on it?
Yeah, we're going to put a pig on it.
Oh.
It's a bathtub for a pig.
Oh.
He goes in there and then he lays down here.
Then we chop it up?
No, we take the fur off of it.
Oh. Then we chop it up?
No, then we cook it.
Oh.
And then we chop it up.
Alright.
And then what do you do after you chop it up?
What?
You eat it.
Oh.
Of course. Yeah. That thing's so tall. It's hot. So this here's our pig scalding tank. We got the monorail up top, hoisting out the pig. We'll put a fire underneath of it, get it nice and hot, put our water in there. We'll get it to what, 150? Try to get it to about 150 degrees. Then we'll dunk it, pull it back out, settle on the table there, and scrape off the fur. That way we have a nice skin on it whenever we cook it up. So we got here the scalder. Kind of showed you earlier when we got back and we got the hoist up there. So yeah, let me see if I can't set this down over here. So what made you decide what scald instead of scanning or doing the open pit, burn the hair off or whatnot?
Yeah, so originally, I've always skinned my pigs. It's the way I was taught by some of the local farmers around here. But you kind of miss out on that crispy skin, the pork rinds and stuff. So that's really the whole reason we built this. And I was going to start doing some country hams and leaving the skin on those too. So, it is quite a bit easier. A pig's not easy to skin, but considering heating up your water and scraping them, and then most of that gets thrown away anyway, it's more efficient to just skin them if you're just going to process it normal.
It's kind of funny. Some of the, I'm not saying it's some of the older wisdom, but you know, like you're saying, a lot of the farmers around here, if they do process their own pigs, they'll just skin them down, probably for butchering, quartering them, or whatnot. You don't really need the skin for that, and it takes a lot of work to actually turn the skin into something that's useful or edible. But like you're saying, it doesn't necessarily take any more time, but you do have a lot more prep work beforehand, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of prep.
But then you got a nice, basically a basket with all your, especially for a hog roast, you got a nice basket to hold all your meat there.
Yeah. You'll see somebody get a pork belly on YouTube or something. The first thing they do is they peel the skin off.
Yeah.
They do exactly what we normally do, hanging up. They'll sit there and fillet the skin off. Yeah. So it's like, I'll just do it ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember last year when we did it, whenever we obviously we did the same thing we're doing now, where we scalded it, took all the fur off, and then we put them on the pit and we roasted them. But then afterwards, when we were done, like you said, we had some skin that we cooked on the hog, and it was actually fantastic to eat. And it held in so much of the fat and juices, and it kind of keeps a lot of that moisture in the meat, to where whenever we were picking it off and separating the meat, you know, we were eating half, you know, our fill right then and there, and it was scrumptious, succulent.
Best pork
you've ever had.
Yeah, so that's why on the pig roast I like to keep the skin on. It's basically like a little cooking vessel. So that's the benefit of it, and you get the little crispy skin.
Yeah, that's like some other different ways you can cook pigs. Right? You've heard of people take them, like in Hawaii or whatever. They'll wrap it up in banana leaves and stick it in the ground and cook it. Which that banana leaves is kind of also doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Where instead of burning the skin or the hair off, we're gonna basically shave the pig.
Yeah.
But then you're wrapping it all up. It's fantastic. So that's what we're doing now. We cleaned out the tank. We're filling it up now, and then we'll get a fire going underneath of it. Get the temperature up to, I think, 150.
Yeah, 150, 155, somewhere in there seems to be the sweet spot. It's just like scalding chicken, trying to release those feathers or that hair. It's actually on this pig. It's burning off the first top layer of skin, and that hair comes with it. Yeah, we was a little concerned. We were doing it for the first time last year. A little bit concerned about we had black pigs, and we're thinking I've never really seen a black pig that be roasted. These people would be grossed out about the skin, you know, because everybody's used to this, you know, pretty pink pig. As you scald it, that black skin comes off, and it's like perfect, clean white pig.
Okay, so we got a little fire going here. We'll get it rolling, get some of these bigger pieces all charred up, start getting turned into charcoal, and we can start shoving them up underneath there, transferring some of that heat. It's already, because of the position that we put the fire at, it's already putting some of that heat in there, but We're gonna have to go up underneath of it and put some of the coals down there so we can really get that bad boy cooking. At the same time we're doing this, we're getting the other fire pit going down there. That way we can start prepping. See Curtis down there cooking. Getting the fire pit down there going. That way we can get all that nice and hot, and we'll transfer it over to the big fire pit. And then we can start prepping the grill. The metal, get it all seasoned up. And then we'll be ready for the pig.
Kind of like this one here, but this one's got light colored ears. There'll be one just like her with dark colored ears, look just like the rock.
There it comes. Put on.
By herself. Dylan, get on tractor, buddy.
Those ears, boy. So the fence is not on.
So we just dispatched the pig. It's bleeding out. But you can see these other pigs, they don't care. They're just eating their food.
That's it. Got it? Keep this up here in case we need to rinse
Yeah.
periodically.
Ain't out of that water, so I don't scald my head.
Yeah, that's really hot.
Good. The bottom side's probably a little more.
Shut down.
Big tuft of hair just came out when you drug her over.
Hi, Pig. We're going to brush my daddy. Brush your hair off. But it'll be a bad way. Sorry, Pig. Ooh. Hard.
You see that design somewhere, or were you just like, I just need some flat piece, or?
Yeah, I made this thing. Just smoke's going right this way. Yeah.
That's a clean hole.
The Ram Black Friday sales event is going on now, with great deals on a wide selection of powerful and dependable Ram.
So we're about midnight right now. We're just starting to bring her up to some temp. Been kind of cold smoking all night, and now we're getting the fire going, getting the coals going. Kind of see down there we got some coals building up. We got about, figuring about somewhere between about 8 hours of cooking, maybe 12, depending on how she goes. Thermo probe in the hind shank there. Slowly bring her up. So we had, what do we say, 7 hours cook time so far. I'm using the coals, still going good. 7 hour cook time.
Oh, that's awesome.
At about, what was that, 2:30 probably. Average about 2:30. And we still have 4 hours for everyone else shows up, so we'll let her cook at I don't know. Right now we just had it open for quite a bit, so it's at 160 now, but we'll probably let it keep it about 200 for a couple more hours, or a few more hours here, and then we're gonna have ourselves a fine meal.
You might want to get up top so you can see this.
Yeah, I'm just showing temps. It is 6.
That's 6:30.
6:30. Good, nice. If only you could smell what this smells like.
This one on top of that one. Split the top side down there.
Let me see.
A little warm. Them bones sticking out.
That was pretty good.
You
I
think
forgot
you
about
might
our
have
brick
some?
over there.
Don't forget about your probe before we turn this thing.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You just pull it out, switch hips.
A little bit.
Got it? You go that way. It's Brenda's hat.
It won't sit there by itself. I'm gonna have to balance it.
It wouldn't hurt. But it ain't as tight as it was.
Them drippings. You smell that pepper? Spices on there.
Like stalactites.
I can eat those.
That's candy right there. Tell you one, that's incredible. Mmm.
I didn't know you could eat it.
Yeah, you need it. There you go, bud. It's ridiculous.
That's
Try it.
Didn't want nobody to be grossed out last year, but I'm thinking it wouldn't gross at all.
No,
Yeah, I got to the clean part, man.
I got more pictures of dead whole pigs than like cooked pigs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I like them cooked pigs pictures.
I'm sure.
That is crazy.
It's
Oh my god.
super moist. I mean, you don't get that.
Line up.
Some fat. Yep.
Yeah. That's some really nice barking on there.
Right there and over there. Some of mine.
Yeah, go ahead, dig down there deep. Dave, get some of that tenderloin.
It's a meat skin. That's what there's up there.
I don't think my teeth is long enough to do it.
Oh, is it too hard?
A little bit. A little bit. The flavor's real good though. Might just suck on it like a piece of candy.
Yeah.
It'll soften up a bit.
It won't hurt your teeth.
Well, even though like it sucks
Yep.
a little bit.
A little bit.
I definitely want it to be warm and straight out the pit this year. Moisture and stuff, and it's working with it.
We gonna eat? What are we gonna do? Let's start filing through here, people.
Girl's like, give me my plate.
Yeah. Yeah, you can come up here and grab your
Soaking.
grab your pork, or you can start down there and come on.
You can point and we'll grab it.
Yeah. Ain't good.
Everybody probably ought to leave it alone.
Take it back. You get you a little bark.
Yeah, buddy.
And this
Oh my gosh.
Before I left, Alicia was there.
There's you guys. This is
Dealer's
so
choice,
good.
right?
That's mine.
That's Tabby. Go ahead. Joe, she saw you jumped ahead of line. Pushing me out of the way there.
So you know, I didn't jump out at all.
Accidentally got two. That was your now your plate.
Tell me when.
I just made sure I was up there first.
Last time you didn't eat with
Yeah.
everybody.
Everybody gets a
Were you
healthy
gonna
portion.
not eat with
That's
everybody?
right.
Did the help
There's
dude
plenty.
set plates up.
Yeah, don't be shy. What do you want, Dickie? Any of it. Any of it.
You like that, you can use this. Oh, okay.
Got all that fat on it right there.
That's not me and her right now.
No,
When you come back, you want this or you want to stay with
Which part would you like?
Shoulder, please.
This up here?
Yes, yes.
you pick it.
That's actually one more.
Right here. You want some bark?
Now
want
you
some
are.
clean?
Yep, you're a good man right there.
I try.
Yeah, buddy. That's good. Yeah.
Saving it. Yeah.
You like some bark?
Right there, right there.
Right here?
Right there.
Oh, you want them too? That's it.
Oh, wow.
That too much? No.
What do you want?
Yeah, look.
Meat.
Look at that. Look at that. Crispy skin.
How's that?
It's great.
That's the first time I've been out here. I work.
For some reason, camera has a temperature alarm
Yeah.
Oh, sure. There's no
sitting on the.
Oh, 22 years, man.
That's right there. This one.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, but it was time, man.
Okay, anyway.
We'll fix her up. We'll have plenty.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Oh, this kind of big, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna get his turn here about December sometime. We're gonna butcher him right. He's ready.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to be slicing them bigger steaks.
What day we coming out with that?
Yeah. I'll do whatever you recommend. I recommend right out of that middle right there. Not too much. Awesome. Yep, now right over there's all the sides and stuff. We have desserts, drinks, with water and sweet tea. Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you. This is for the signs and
There he is. You got Miss Carolyn with you? Oh, does she?
I don't like
Them they be running wild here. You just gotta keep them.
Christmas.
Bacon gets it good, JT. Is that the, have you ate the skin yet? You been eating on the skin?
There you have it. That was the Mid Hill Homestead putting on their annual veteran hog roast. It was really a nice blessing for everyone who came out to be able to participate, to enjoy the meal, to have some community together, be able to share in not only the food, but also in just the setting of the farm, to be able to go out, see cows up close, feed them, pet them, go over to the pigs, see what they're all about. People were walking around picking up all the different nuts that were laying on the ground from the trees falling. giving it to the pigs and feeding them, giving them a good pet behind the ears, and just walking around having a good time with nature, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the food. It was really fantastic. I want to thank David for having us out, for inviting us, for letting us partake, and just overall just having a great time.
This is David with Mid Hill Homestead, and I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate you subscribing, and we'll see you on the next project.